Hey guys, it's the OC with Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matters. In today's video, I want to talk about the keys to a blowout victory versus the New York Giants. Let's go. So guys, in today's video, I want to break down just a handful of plays from when the New York Giants played their last game versus the Dolphins, offensively and defensively, just to talk about a few concepts and some things that the Cowboys can do to really take advantage of all of the vast opportunities versus the New York Football Giants. Unfortunately, Daniel Jones is out, so we're gonna have a backup quarterback in this football game, which should give us some really strategic advantages, even though we got to go up to New York and play. So without further ado, let's get into a few plays. Let's get into some concepts. Okay, so on this very first play, let's first look at the formation. So the New York Giants like to run these tight formations, right? And so they're using an up back. If we look at this, they're using an up back right here. They have a deep back Barkley. They have a wide receiver tight here. And they have a singled up wide receiver on this particular play as well. So, you know, what we're gonna notice here is that they really like to run the football out of this formation, and they also like to try to create action out of this particular formation, going to the bunch side formation with these two receivers and single up this guy, all right? They like to single up this guy. But let's take a look at it and see what we have on this particular play. So they're using this up back, which was here, as really a trapper and a puller as a lead power handoff to Barkley. So this play versus the Dallas Cowboys absolutely will not work. Neville Gallimore is back. Tristan Hill is playing very well. Tank Lawrence plays the run very well. So this play will be basically a 1 to 2 yard gain versus the Dallas Cowboys. On the edges, we're probably gonna have a combination of Micah Parsons either playing here as the wheel or either playing off the edge. We'll have Gregory here. So as long as we keep contained, so Barkley can't bounce. He can't bounce out here, or he can't bounce backside here and use his speed, we'll be in really good shape versus this particular play. I'll let it run. And he gets inside right here. This ends up being about a 2 or 3 yard gain. And then, you know, that's that. So that's kind of a formation they like to use, and they like to try to run out of. So as we let this kind of buffer up here, and this is something in particular that I'd like us to kind of take a look at. And let me run it back here. This is something in particular I'd like us to take a look at, and that actually went back to the last play. Let me pause it and let's get on this very next play. And I want to take a pause, and I want us to see exactly this formation. Okay, so this is what some people call a pistol formation. This is a pistol formation. So you got 2 up backs, or you got split backs, and you got a deep back, all right? Or what traditionally people will call a 31, okay? So you have 3 backs, 1, 2, 3, and you have a tight end. So you got 3 running backs in the backfield. You have 1 tight end here, okay? And let's take a look and see exactly what they do on this particular play, because this is gonna be really interesting because of the fact that we're gonna have some really cool motion and concepts out of this play. So let me break down the play before I let it run. So you're gonna have this back go here, all right? And you're gonna have this guy come out here. Now remember, he's coming out here, he's trying to pull this cornerback out. That's his job. This running back's job is to pull this guy out, all right? And when he pulls him out, that's gonna create space for an underneath, a comeback, just a slight underneath wheel, right, to the running back right here, all right? Up top, this guy is gonna run and he'll bounce out here, right? And this is also a two-way go. Now, this is play action. So you're gonna have this tight end run a drag route, right? So now, you know, we got a couple different options for the quarterback, but let's take a look. Okay, it's going just like we said, right? So we had this back here. He's coming up. His job was just to simply hold this guy a little bit, right? We want to hold this linebacker, for the purposes of this wide receiver, running not an out-breaking route, my mistake on that, running an in-breaking route, running a skinny post right here to get him right here in this sweet spot where he can be open to receive the football, right? And then we have this guy coming opposite. Now, this guy running out, he's pulling out 24. He's clearing this guy out. This defensive end, his job is to close on the quarterback. He's closing on the quarterback. This running back is coming underneath, and he's going to be open right here. All right. And so this is really, really key for the Cowboys in the sense that as long as we have really, really good integrity from our linebackers in terms of keeping their eyes and not going for play action fakes and being where they need to be to tackle runners and people coming out of the backfield, we're going to be in good shape. So we need to be sure that we tackle well from the linebacker position and we don't have busted coverages. You know, those are the two things, and you see it right here. There's the pass. You see it right here. No busted coverages, right? And tackling well. So, you know, this cornerback comes down here and let's see. Boom, in on the tackle. There we go. So that's a defensive key, to the Cowboys having success versus the Giants offense, right? Just really good tackles underneath, right? Running downhill, making tackles. They're not going to do a whole lot of throwing the ball down the field, especially with Daniel Jones. If they do, I think they're foolish because it's going to be pick city, and we going to have a lot of interceptions in this game if they try to push the football down the field. All right? So that's a concept. Good defensive tackling in terms of linebackers, and then also being really good in terms of, you know, making sure that we don't have busted coverages. Let's take a look at this particular play. So let's look at this one. Now, we got the bunch formation here, right? This is trips left. 1, 2, 3 wide receivers left. We got this guy singled up here. Let's take a guess. Let's see if we want to single up this cornerback. In this defense, for us, this will be Anthony Brown. So we got to have Anthony Brown just have a good, solid, fundamental day. And overall, Anthony Brown has been playing really, really well. He just needs to continue that same pace that he's had. And of course, this is cover 2. We got 2 safeties here. So we need a little bit of help down here. This guy singled up down here. This guy should be looking to roll right here. Let's see what happens. All right, so he comes down, safety comes down to take the back out of the backfield. This guy runs a stop route. This guy's running a go route. This guy's running a comeback. All right, we got safety here coming down to take the short. Let's see where the ball goes. So that was a good tight throw on a comeback or a hitch route, right here. So we just got to be sure tacklers. Everything's going to be in front of us offensively, okay? So 3 wide receivers, 1 running deep, 1 running underneath here, 1 running medium route, right? So you got a long, you got a medium, you got a short route out of the trips formation, and that's what you're going to see, and you're going to see this guy singled up running a variety of routes versus the Cowboys. But here's the thing that I really like. They're not going to have the time, because we got some horses that got a lot of get up and go. We go be to this quarterback really quick. And so Dan Quinn needs to dial up the blitz pressure versus these New York Giants. And this guy is not going to have time to complete this pass. So that's that particular play. Let's look at one more. Now, again, we're going to see tight formations, right? And now they are, you know, not stacking the wide receivers at the bottom, but semi-stacking. Got a single guy up top, right? They like this matchup. If we look at more and more tape, you know, we'll see them trying to go to this, but we won't get to all of that today. But again, we got an up back, right? We got 11 personnel. This is a tight end here. This is considered a tight end. This is a running back. So you got one tight end, you got one running back. This is considered 11 personnel, all right? And so now you have a over front, right? You have a 4-3 really, but you have kind of an over front here, right? With number 4-3 over, right, to set the edge versus this guy. And you got two receivers at the bottom. They're kind of stacked, but let's take a look at it and I'm gonna break it down and let's see what happens. We got motion and we got a handoff. Simple, right? Real simple stuff, right? Motion, handoff. This is all power. This is all coming off the ball, trying to create seams and push. And look, the New York Giants are not bad inside, right? But I just think that we're better. And we getting all of our healthy players back. Neville Gallimore, Tristan Hill. I mean, look, we got Basham. Look, we got guys that can really absorb some blocks here and do a good job. So as long as we're strong with the point of attack, we're not gonna get a bunch of surprises, right? As long as we feel and we tackle, we won't get a bunch of surprises. We should be able to handle this no problem whatsoever, in my personal opinion. So let's take a look at this one. So you got more motion, and now, again, he's trying to throw a screen. So that's what you're gonna have, right? You're gonna have screens, you're gonna have bunch formations, you're gonna have power running the football, you're gonna have things like that when you talk about facing these New York Giants. Let's look at this particular play. So a couple plays ago, they ran tight trips here. The first plays of the series, they would run tight trips down here. Now they're spread out with the trips formation. So they run a lot of 3 wide receiver sets. Why? To create blockings and angles, and also to create single matchups here. All right, so let's take a look at this play and see exactly what they do. Here we go. And again, I don't think he's gonna have that much time. I think we're gonna get there pretty quick, all right? And so this is the tight end. This tight end ran from here. He's sitting down in the zone. And this is why we just need to be good tacklers and keep everything in front of us, right? So on a 2 deep safety, we just need to come up and be sure tacklers. Notice the sticks. The first down is here. You can look at the top of the screen here. The first down is right here. This guy's 5 yards short of the first down. So catches the ball, don't miss tackles, okay? Now he's 2 yards short, right? So we need to tackle upon reception or either do pass breakup. So they didn't get the first down, and then now they're punting, right? They're punting the ball away. So now let's look at a few concepts that we can really take advantage of in terms of playing versus this New York Giants defense. So if we look at this play, this is all power. This is a power run, and the Cowboys tend to do this at times, right? Power run, fake the power run, and then flip it out. But I like us in the power run. I don't care who the running back is, because I want us to keep this New York Giants defense balanced, all right? And I'm gonna run it back right here. I want us to keep them really balanced, all right? And so that skipped on me a little bit. Let me run it back one more time. Actually, I'm gonna go forward. And let's see what we got here. 1 second. All right, and so that was a fake inside, and then he whips it out because he has pressure. Let's wait for the next play, and we'll get a little bit more traction in terms of just looking at what we want to try to do versus the front. So again, these guys are overcommitted and overzealous to the run. And, you know, because of that, because they're overzealous and overcommitted to the run, we do have the opportunity for a lot of play actions that will be in the soft spot of the zone or either on either flat. All right, so let me run this play back a little bit so you guys can see it a little bit better. Okay, here we go. So this is a good look. So if we look at this, right, these guys typically are gonna run a 4-3 tight front, right? Right here, they're cheating the safety down, all right, anticipating run, you know, which makes it's a cover 2, but you know, it can look like it's a single. So if we take a look at this particular play, we have a 4-3 front. We got strong safety cheating down to support the run. Let's take a look at what happens. He cheat down all the way. So he's run blitzing now. He's run blitzing, anticipating the run. All right. And they're pretty strong interior, but the exterior of the line is, I think, is where we have opportunities. And again, they do a good job. These guys are winning inside. So this will be a good test for our guards, Connor McGovern in particular, because of the fact that these guys are pretty strong inside, right? These guys don't give a bunch of ground on the inside. So, you know, these guys play pretty strong. They play pretty stout on the inside of that defensive front, right? So these guys are not bad. Now, these guys are power players, right? Not a lot of great pass rushers, right? So we should be able to create clean pockets. So what I really like is play action passes. I like the bootlegs going left or right. I like the screen game. I like also us with the out routes. I would like to see the Dallas Cowboys run this guy on the corner route out here, right? Make this safety chase. Make the safety come down here. Make this guy drop deep and have to cover Gallup or CeeDee Lamb. So this is moving the pocket, you know, which is a safe way to run offense, right? Not my particular favorite way to do things, but at the end of the day, these guys are running the type of offense that, you know, they're running. So they rolled out on that particular play. Now it's a better way to do that. So now look at the front. So anytime you line up in a power front and you got tight receivers, these guys become real aggressive, in my opinion, overly committed to stopping a run, which will create soft spots outside of the hash here. It creates soft spots up the hash here, and it creates also soft spots out here. And I think that if we take advantage of these things offensively, that we can truly dominate this game. I think that, you know, it doesn't really matter to me who's the running back for us. I think that if we're balanced and we're adequate in terms of attempting to run the ball, we'll be fine. But I'm not scared of any of these DBs. I don't think these guys are that talented. I think that the Cowboys should win this game going away pretty easy. Let's take a look at this particular play. All right, that's a handoff fake. And then look at that. All right, that was a good ball. All right, and good defense there by them. But at the end of the day, we got better receivers all day long than the Miami Dolphins. No offense to any Miami Dolphins fans that may see this video. We just got better receivers. So tight trips formation you see with the Miami Dolphins right here. Actually tight twins formation. I apologize. This is an up back right here. Tight end, if you will, right? So this is 11, right? One running back, one tight end. You got two wide receivers here. You got a guy singled up here. And again, these guys, these interior three, these guys are committed. These guys are bulldozers, man. So, you know, power run game versus these guys, man, I don't really like it as much. I think we need to do stretch. I think we need to do toss. I think we need to do jet. I think we need to bring CeeDee Lamb in the backfield and see what he can do as a runner. But just running straight downhill with these guys, I don't think it's going to be very effective because this is probably the strongest part of their defense, these three guys right here. I think that you got to stretch and make these guys move, play action pass, and hit behind these guys. And that is what's going to be the difference in terms of being able to move the football on these guys. So that was another play action, and then this guy sits down in the zone, good pass. So things like that, soft spots of that zone all day long is going to make it very, you know, in my opinion, easy to move the football versus them. So that's a run blitz, and then this is a pull trap. Handoff here, bounce it outside, young man. Yeah, he's going slow, man. This running back should have, I don't know what he's doing, man. This guy, man, you got to see the hole, right? You got to see it. So let me run this back. Okay, so and we run a similar play. This is a trap, right? Look at this. So we got a seal. So this guard should be coming out here. This ball should bounce. He shouldn't be in here fighting, right? Be an athlete. Get out here. All right, let's see what he does. Okay. So that's fine. He runs and just hits the first thing that he sees. Really, this guy can bypass this guy. The back will be wider. Really, this guy needs to come around and take this linebacker, is what he really should do. This guy would have been out the gate. I digress. But now he's stutter stepping and, you know, gets a short game when he could have had a really long game. So, you know, that's an execution thing right there. But let's take a look at this play, and I'll get you guys out of here. Here we go. So we got motion, got a handoff inside, and that's why I don't really like that. I think that the most advantageous thing to do is to trap and to work the edges in terms of running the football versus this Giants defense, man. I think that at the end of the day, you know, and you're going to see it when I rewind this particular play, I think that these are going to be your opportunities, man. These guys are going to play deep. These guys are playing a cover two. All right, when I say cover two, I mean two safeties in the back. All right, and otherwise, these guys are flat. Look at this. These guys don't have any depth. No depth. They're playing tight to the line of scrimmage. He's playing, appears to be playing press man, right? These guys are not playing off. These guys are on, right? So these guys can't cover our receivers one-on-one playing press man. The opportunities are going to be out here, in the middle of the field, because these guys are dropping deep, man. These guys are not trying to give up the big play, and they're going to do it versus the Dolphins. All right, so let's take a look at this. Pass rush, no big deal. And let's look where the ball is going, right up top. Boom. Now he could have caught that. He should have caught that football, but you know he didn't. Right? Should have caught that football right there. My man should have caught it. So anyway, that's all for now, guys. You know, hey, if you like this content, please like, share, and subscribe. Boss Cowboy Sports, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Follow me, the OC100, on Twitter. And until next time, we'll catch you guys. All right, appreciate you watching.